Hey, welcome to your Capricorn horoscopes for the week of November 26th through December 2nd, which means we are officially into the very last month of the year. And I'm a little bit excited about this one, actually. To be honest, 2023 has been very difficult for everybody. 2022 wasn't much better. And I do have some hope for 2024, mainly because the Mercury retrogrades have all been in earth signs for the last 2 years. 22 and 23 have had a full year of full earth sign Mercury retrogrades. You've lived it, right? And we're about to have another one that starts in Capricorn, but this time it ends in Sagittarius. And next year, the Mercury retrogrades will be in bulk in fire signs instead of earth signs, which that's really what I'm looking forward to. Having the Mercury retrogrades in earth signs, you guys are the ones that actually get things done. I mean, we all know, especially the Capricorns, are the ones that get things done. They provide solutions, they do the work, they build the building, you're the architect, you're the builder, you're everything, right? And with these Mercury retrogrades coming in and screwing everything up, I feel that has had a lot to do in terms of the influence of why things are going from bad to worse in terms of economics, in terms of a lot of things. So I'm fingers crossed that this alone, with other changes that are taking place as well, will be very helpful towards finding solutions to these problems that we have, and that the right people will provide the solutions, and hopefully things will kind of smooth out a little bit, because it's just been crazy. I mean, when you can't afford to feed yourself because everything is ridiculously expensive, I mean, that's just really bad. Of course, I am speaking from a California perspective here. Okay, we are hemorrhaging money out here. And it's a little bit ridiculous, but leaving California isn't necessarily going to solve my problems either. It just creates different problems that I don't know about, right? Anyways, we do still have Capricorn. We still have Pluto influencing Capricorn. We have Mercury moving into Capricorn at the end of this week as well. And like I said, we are heading into another Mercury retrograde in Capricorn. This is the last one. And then you guys get a break for a while, which is nice. That starts on December 13th and will begin in Capricorn and end on January 2nd in Sagittarius, which means that next week we do move into the shadow period of this next Mercury retrograde. Mercury is moving into Capricorn in a grand sextile with Saturn, which is focused on self, and Venus, which is focused on money. And of course, you guys being Capricorns, that's exactly where your focus should be, right? It's on your finances, specifically finding creative ways to deal with those finances. And with your ruling planet Saturn being involved as well, nobody takes their responsibility over their finances more seriously than you guys do, and that is the truth. And Mercury's influence is very much in your career, so it's sort of showing you, I kind of actually, one of the things that really comes out of this for me is being in a situation to where it seems like where you work or your career is, somebody there is taking advantage. They want to give you more work and not pay you more money. Now, obviously, any Capricorn that I've ever met would not stand for that and stand up and say, excuse me, but no, you are going to pay me more money if you expect me to do more work. You're going to give me the title and the promotion if you expect me to do that work. So I feel like, I mean, this isn't a challenge. The grand sextile is actually these things coming together in this way. So I do feel that promotions are a possibility, and that raises are a possibility as well, which is definitely a good thing. We also have Mercury in a square with Neptune. Now, what's interesting about this, because it is a little bit of a challenge. What's interesting about this is a couple of things. Mercury's focus is on career, Neptune's focus is on self. Neptune is rules all of the intuitive abilities, all of which play into your basic intuition. Most people get their intuition one of two ways: first thought or first feeling, and we react to both. Now that's the hard part, is eliminating that reaction, because it really is not helpful. It doesn't help anything at all. And that's the hard part, is moving past that reaction, not eliminating it, because it's kind of impossible to do so, but moving past that reaction can be really challenging there. So I want to say that your analytical need to problem solve is really what's getting in the way of your intuition. Your intuition is a part of that need to problem solve, and it is definitely a good tool to use within problem solving. But for a Capricorn who likes to see things in black and white in front of them, it may be a little bit uncomfortable to follow that inner guidance. That doesn't mean that you shouldn't. Never rule out what your intuition is giving you, because it may just give you the tool that's going to solve all the problems. And if you get that, please share, because we all need a little bit of that. Pluto continues to be in this grand sextile with Neptune and Uranus. So Neptune goes from a challenge to being very helpful in this situation. Uranus's focus is on the mind and how the mind works, while Pluto continues to be focused on triggers and inner trauma. So there's two things that come out of this. One, the more you eliminate those triggers, the easier it is for your intuition to be able to come through. But really, Uranus's part in this is very interesting, because it's all around how you think. Now, if you're trying to micromanage situations with your brain, with your thought process, it's probably not going to work very well. And one of the reasons why it won't work is because your intuition can't come through when you're micromanaging everything that's going on in your head. So overthinking things, any of that sort of thing is just not going to be helpful for you right now. It's better for you to ground yourself, to clear your mind, allow the intuition to come through, put those messages down on a list as part of everything that you need to get done in order to be able to mine just went whoosh, blank, right? That's how it works. You just kick all those thoughts out and then there's nothing. Be able to be successful there. Pluto also is in a square with Venus, which is also kind of a challenge there, because of course Venus is focused on finances. With Venus being focused on finances, it's almost like old fears about financial insecurities come into play there. Now, you don't want those old fears making your decisions. And that's where it becomes a challenge, because when your old fears make decisions, you tend to make the wrong decisions. You tend to go back to ways you used to do things instead of taking a little bit of a risk or trying something new. And let's face it, the way that financial evolution is these days, we have to change along with how the world is changing. We can't just stay in one place. that would be detrimental to your financial success. So you have to be open to multiple different possibilities that may come to you, if that makes sense. So there's a lot going on, and we're going to continue to have a lot going on as more and more planets come in to Capricorn, because that's just going to happen here pretty soon. In the next few weeks, we will also see the Sun and Mars coming into Capricorn as well. So it's a good thing we're taking it a little bit slow at the beginning here while we get acclimated to all of the energy, and of course, everything getting fixed and done by Capricorn. You guys, if we didn't have you guys, I don't know where we'd be in the world. So we definitely appreciate all the work that you guys put in to trying to get things to keep running smoothly in some way, shape, or form. So that's what I have for you guys this week. I'm Melissa Bruce, Heavy Metal Psychic. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you guys next week. If you would like to send a tip or donation through my coffee link, which is there in the description, I would really appreciate that. I really appreciate everybody that does send donations. You make my day, and you make it possible for me to keep doing this every single week, which I also appreciate as well. Again, now I'll see you guys next week. You guys make it a great week. You guys make it yours. You guys go off and get whatever it is that you want, because you're so good at doing that. Keep up the good work. And no matter what happens, just keep going, because that's what you guys do, right? I'll see you guys next week.